Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I am here today with set number 71005, the Simpsons collectible minifigures. And today's character, we have Itchy from the Itchy and Scratchy Show! Ages 5 and up, released in 2014, one of 16 figures, and retails for $4. I know that's not a great price point, but you know what? It's worth it. As far as the uniqueness of the characters, the licensure, and the molds involved with making them. Let's take a closer look at this set now. First off, we'll take a look at the packaging for this set. I know Scratchy is shown on here, but not Itchy, so I wonder if he's up to something. So we could see, we have a good variety of characters. I tried to figure out the dot codes as best as I could. They may be wrong, so correct me in the comments. And usually I feel the package to feel for the right figures. Here we have the checklist, and Itchy is shown to be number 13 of 16 figures. There's a look at some of the other ones, and then a look at the back for all the figures. And you can see Itchy's head right there, and his club. And now let's get to the minifigure. So here we have a look at Itchy the mouse. He's looking pretty good compared to the light. I like how all the bright colors is shining off of him. Now, as we look at this figure, you can see he's relatively short, because he has some short legs, and, well, he's a mouse, so he's supposed to be shorter than our other counterpart, Scratchy, excuse me, I keep forgetting who's who. For those of you who aren't aware, and as far as I know for the Simpsons knowledge, Itchy is the first name in a duo of characters called, or part of the Itchy and Scratchy Show, which is on Krusty the Clown's channel. And these are the two characters, side by side. Basically, it's a parody of Tom and Jerry, because Scratchy is always going after Itchy, but Itchy always wins by some form of violent behavior. It's all cartoon, just like the rest of The Simpsons, but it's definitely showing how violent characters can be, when portrayed to children. Not only in just cartoons, I would say even in other media. I mean, they even had episodes of The Simpsons that I've seen where they had Itchy and Scratchy theme park attractions. So you gotta imagine those are some pretty... They're things that could make parents, shake. So anyways, he's a very interesting figure as far as his design. You can see he has, in comparison to Scratchy, Itchy actually wears some clothes. He has a little orange vest on him, which is part of his printing, and mainly the torso is orange, but Lego made the middle of it look like it's just part of his actual chest showing. They also show that his arms have little orange sleeves with some of his blue skin for the rest of the arm, and then the white gloves. Yes, he uses gloves. That's why his hands look white. There's no printing on the back. There's no tail that comes with him. Not really a disappointment, because I can't imagine that they would make a new tail mold for him the same way that they did for Scratchy. It would be a little bit hard to make on such a small scale. I mean, a very small one, because it would be a thin tail and probably wouldn't be as long as Scratchy's. So we see with this figure that we have a club, kind of a classic cartoon violence, weapon, along with what we had with Scratchy as an axe. So it's good to use. And I know some people don't like it because it's already been repeated a couple times. We've had it with the Cave Woman, we've had it with the Caveman, and we've had it with the Cyclops. Most of them in brown, except for the Cyclops, which was in gray. But it's still nice to get once again, just because it's a nice little piece that, instead of having to buy multiple Cavemen or multiple Cyclopses, then you just have Itchy here. And it just seems like a piece that would fit for him. It's easy to get dynamite or any other sorts of Lego type weaponry to add to these figures. So you don't necessarily... So having this is actually less bland than some other choices that they could have gone with. Now, the club is helpful with finding the figure in the package, but I would actually recommend this time that you use the head. And I don't recommend that very often for these figures, but his is so distinct that you can't miss it. These ears are very flexible, so, and being round, they'd be a little bit more noticeable than, round and thin, may I add. They would be a little bit more noticeable than other Simpsons figures. You also have the large area for the teeth. We got a little closer, you can see he's got a little smirk on him. Ha-ha! I remember the first time I saw Itchy and Scratchy, they were in the Simpsons movie, and that was kind of a funny, yet gory opening to the movie itself. But it was quite fun. And it wouldn't be that hard to, mix up Itchy and Scratchy and put them into different scenarios. I've already seen a couple pictures where people made some of the mini cartoons from The Simpsons in their scenarios. And I know it's probably, kind of a weird thing that they would have them as separate figures. Why not just have them both, since you're going to have one with the other? But, you know what? I think it works this way because it gives each of them a little bit more identity, a little bit more personality. Instead of trying to make one package with two figures inside. I mean, imagine it. Like, the Trendsetter from Series 10 has two figures, if you count one of them as an animal, one animal as a figure. It would have been hard to make both of them in one package. It's nice to have them both as their own packages, so that way you could have more fun with them. BAM! I just thought that was fun right now. I wanted to do that. So, I think that they look really nice, both figures, but we're focusing mostly on Itchy right now. He looks very nice. I like the color with him, a little bit more unique. I also like how the legs are also a little bit different color, a little brighter than we've had for other short legs, especially. And, if you like the show, pick it up. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews.